I am a CUNY LEADS counselor. LEADS stands for Linking Employment, Academic, and Disability Services, and I love my job. What I do is I work within the Center for Students with Disabilities. And you know, we do everything there. We're a great group, we like working together, but what I really do is help our students who are disabled find their career path. Well, believe it or not, it all started on a photo shoot in Central Park about 15 years ago when I was getting sunburned. My first line of work was in fashion. I was a model actor, and like most model actors, I worked in restaurants, I worked in retail. The good years I would do full-time modeling and acting. The bad years I would work in restaurants and retail, sometimes both over the weekend or whatever, and I loved it. It was a great life. A friend of mine who was a Southern beauty queen, she was doing some modeling at an agency. I think I was 17 or 18 or so, and the agency was trying to get boys to come in, boy models. So she gave them my name, and it was a hot summer day. I was going to the pool and the phone rang, and it was the agency. And they were like, oh, you got referred to us. And I was like, okay, great, so who is this? And we spoke for a bit, and I said, well, I'll let you know. So the next day I called my cousin, who had also been a Southern beauty queen. She had also done some modeling. And I told her what had happened, and she was like, well, you know what, listen, you're pretty skinny, you can maybe do it. And so I called the agency back. The next day I went for the interview, they took me, and the next week I was modeling. So I modeled for a while as a teenager. I modeled when I first came to New York, but it wasn't until between my BA from Hunter College and the time between my BA and my MA that I really had a very successful career as a model actor. I grew up with one of my favorite cousins and favorite people of all time, Donna. She was blind, and she was, at the time, we still use the word mentally retarded. Now that word is the psychological field, psychiatrist, psychologist, and the medical field. That word is no longer used. At that time, however, she had a disease. We thought it was retinitis pigmentosa, but I don't think that was the case. And she had a deterioration of the brain. I was very close with her growing up. I was about 5 years older than her. So we were quite a pair. And as she got older, especially as she reached her teens, she began to decline, and she lost her eyesight, and she lost mobility. And she passed away at 17, which was very young. So I always knew that I did want to work with the disabled population. I formed this show. It is seen in Manhattan. It is streamed nationally, very happy to say, and we have our very own YouTube channel now. Disabilities Redefined with Dr. Wagner. We redefine what it means to be disabled. We have fashion models, we have politicians, we have film directors. Anyone who is successful and an advocate for the disabled population or disabled themselves, hey, we want you guys as guests. People always ask, how could you go from being a fashion model and a featured background actor to helping the disabled population on a college campus? Well, why not? I have a very creative job. I get to exercise my creative energy all day, and I'm always communicating with the students. I'm very happy with my switch, with my career at this time.
As a student working with Dr. Wagner, I always come in to check in on him to see how I'm doing, to let him know what I've been doing, to let him know about how I've been doing in my classes. He also helped me with the suggested paid internships and job search. He also writes a letter of recommendation for me when I apply for scholarships, when I apply for grad school. And that's when I got a USS Marian Donald Pasatino scholarship because of how hard I worked so hard thanks to him.
When you have a job you like, when you have a job that fits your personality, the positive balance is going to be there already. It's effortless. A job you like, you can just be yourself, and it's all very positive, right?